What's up, YouTube? TeamWarmMilk. This is X-Man with Sunstriker.
How's it going?
And we're going to do Banlist talk. So to get right into it, forbidden cards are Sangan and Zenmighty. So first let's talk about Sangan. I think this hit is kind of good for the game. It's like a lot of decks need Sangan to search out their pieces for the deck. So Sangan just slows down those decks. The only thing I don't like about Sangan is how it is a tour. It's like a material for tour guide. And Tour Guide makes a lot of like tier 2 decks better, and just the fact that they don't have Sangan is just not good. Like considering like they took Sangan away from every deck, but they didn't hit water. So in a way they hit every single deck without hitting water, and I don't agree with that. They should have at least done something like hit Dragoons to 1 or something like that. Just so
even Abyss Megalo to 2.
Even Abyss Megalo to 2. Some players play 3, some players play 2. I play 2 personally, but yeah, like. I just don't agree with that. Sangan is a decent hit, but I don't agree with them hitting Sangan and not hitting water at the same time.
I don't even think it should be there, to be honest.
He doesn't think it should be limited or banned. Sorry.
Why? It doesn't kill any decks. It just slows decks down.
Yeah.
And the only argument you can really make is, yeah, Dino Rabbit doesn't have Sangan, so what? They have other things now. They don't need Sangan.
Nothing has Sangan. Nothing has Sangan.
Anyways, moving on.
Next card, Zenmighty.
I like this. I really do.
Zenmighty is a decent... Yeah, it's a pretty good hit. Most of their power plays come from Zenmighty, so windups are kind of dead. I could actually probably do something with the deck where if you play like wind up, like control... so like you're using just straight up wind up anti-meta with your rabbits, your rat, and your sharks. So you can use your rat plays with your wind up factory plays. It's just be like rat effect, special summon shark, search rat, and then go into a rank 3 XYZ. It's like a rank 3 XYZ toolbox. You can just keep making like leviathans and just play heavy back row. So I think that's a decent aspect. You can go with wind ups.
And with Rat still at 3, I mean, you can just go for rank 3s all day long.
Yeah.
Set some back row. You're good to go.
Yeah. So that's something you can do with the deck. Unfortunately, it's harder to make rank 4s because, you have 2 sharks, but you'd have to play 2 sharks to make a rank 4. So you'd be going -1 to make a rank 4. When you go -1 to rank 5 to make a rank 5 with 2 sharks, that's at least good because you're going for Tyrus or Aegir, something that will even out the minus and get rid of a problem monster or a problem card. So even that's not bad. Windups still are pretty hurt. I see them tier 2. Not a lot of people will play them because they don't think my idea would work out. So
do you see them topping anymore in YCS?
I think they could top. Maybe like a dark horse deck, like just like a surprise deck, like Inzectors. Like,
yeah,
I can see that happening.
People won't really see it coming, just like what Billy Break did with Inzectors.
Yeah. So restriction cards, we have Magician. I think that's going a little overkill. Like banning Zenmighty, yeah, but they shouldn't have limited Magician along with like. They still, of course,
that's just adding salt.
Yeah, it's just insult. Like they still do have the Shockmaster play in a way, but they all have a Shockmaster.
Yeah.
And they're using 2 cards to get it out, so it's not really that bad. It's a -1 to get shot. I mean, I know Shockmaster's good. Okay, so 1 day apiece. I think, honestly, 1 day apiece is actually kind of poor card design in a way. I don't know what Konami was thinking when they released this card. Draw cards. You draw a card, both draw a card, and you don't nobody takes damage for the rest. Like that just screams. Chain Burn,
Exodia.
Final Countdown, Exodia. I'm just saying.
It makes the decks that you don't want to play good.
Yes.
It makes the decks that you do not want to see. I mean, 1 day apiece. Okay, battle damage. That's fine. I'm playing Chain Burn. I'm still going to kill you this turn. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, 1 day apiece is actually any damage.
Is it any damage?
Yeah. But still.
You're right.
Next turn, it's just a setup card. You just set up your Chain Burn pieces, and then you just...
Right.
Fuck you. I don't have to worry about setting anything because you can't attack me, so who gives a fuck? Right? So, yeah. Next card, Solemn Warning. Do not agree with this. I think this is a terrible hit because this makes the game a lot faster. All those derpy decks that noobs will be playing just became more derpier, so there's less skill in the game now. Just decks that require less skill is unhealthy for the game.
Well, in a way, yeah, I agree with you. It's not a good hit. However, it does make those new players feel more welcome to the game, and that's what Konami's trying to do right now. I mean, they're trying to get more people into playing, and those people actually have a chance of winning now.
Well,
it's really a money grab, in my opinion.
It is a money grab.
It's a great idea in a business sense, but for the game, it's nothing. It's nothing good. So I don't agree with this as well.
Yeah. Okay, semi-restricted cards. Tsukuyomi. This card could go to 3. I personally don't give a crap. It went to 1. It did nothing. The format's just too fast for Tsukuyomi to make a difference. Unless everybody all of a sudden started playing like Frog Monarchs, this card wouldn't do really anything. So, not a big deal. It's going to go to 3 in September. It's going to go to 3. It doesn't need to be at 2. It doesn't need to be at 1. Any thoughts on Tsukuyomi?
Thunder King Killer?
Yeah.
But considering what's coming up next, I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Thunder King at 2. Okay. Honestly, Thunder King at 2 isn't needed. Most people play it at 2 anyways, so there's no point hitting it to 2. I just think, again, putting it to 2 will slow down the format if you want to play 3. Personally, I probably was going to play 3 when Divine Judgment of Prophecy, that stupid card, came out, because Ryo kills the deck. And like with 1 Ryo and 1 Warning gone, that really speeds up Prophecy in a way. Like, there's less defense against Prophecy. Yes, there is other cards you can play against Prophecy, but Ryo to 2, come on, it wasn't needed. Yes, like the card was played at 2 already. It's just like the argument where when Red MD was at 3 and everyone was playing Chaos Dragons, some people said, "Oh, Red MD to 2." Well, they only played 2, so
yeah, didn't really matter.
Yeah, it didn't really matter. They limited it anyways. So like, Ryo to 2 doesn't make sense. I don't like it.
Again, it's just making anti-meta decks worse.
Yeah. Slows down the format.
I guess that's why they're doing it. They don't want to see anti-meta anymore, maybe? I don't know.
I guess not. I mean, anyways, next card. Advanced Ritual Art. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's almost the same thing. I just hate seeing Herald and people just sit on Herald and not do anything. It's not fun. It doesn't make the game fun.
It makes skillless decks better.
Yeah, it makes skillless decks better for the win.
Perfection. It's just hilarious. I like it being there.
Yeah.
I've always liked the ritual.
I guess
cards.
Demise might be fun.
Yeah, that I might actually pick that up now.
Yeah.
I might actually start playing that again.
Okay, that was semi-restricted, so on to the no longer restricted. We have Spore. This does no fucking thing for the game.
You can only play 1 anyways.
To the people who say plants are alive, shut the fuck up. Play something else.
They're not back. I'm sorry, but they're not.
They're not back.
Anyways.
Spore?
Yeah.
No. Don't need to talk about it. Okay, Kalute. I like this, actually.
To 3,
now,
yeah.
I think they're going to do what they did with Light Swarms, slowly bring back Blackwings, just to make the game,
I wish I would have brought back Black Whirlwind too, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, just a 2. I mean, it would have made the deck even faster.
Yeah.
It probably would have made it tier 1 again.
Yeah, it could, yeah. You might see Whirlwind to 2 in September, guys. That might happen. And then Gale to 2.
I hope it does.
I would love to see Whirlwind to 2 and Gale to 2. Like, honestly, this deck wouldn't still do a lot because water's a problem. And they don't have strong Synchro Monsters. They have Armor Master and Armed Wing.
Armor Master doesn't even do anything anymore.
Gets blown up by heavy infantry.
Gets blown up by pretty much anything.
Yes.
Anything. Moving on. Lightsworn Summoner Lumina to 3. This has mixed feelings for me.
Okay, Lumina. Lots of people say it's not going to do anything because Honest is still at 1. I can make the argument. Okay, I'll talk about Inzectors for a second. So in Insectors, you went Dragonfly, Centipede, Dragonfly, Hornet, Centipede, Pop, Hornet, Search, right? Now, lots of people, you didn't want to XYZ with your 2 Insectors because why would you do that? Because that gives them 2 monsters to have. If you XYZ, you only have 1 monster for them to get rid of. But you have 2. But if you don't, you have 2, and they have to kill those 2, or else you got the Hornet, right?
Yeah.
So it's not as powerful this play, but it still can happen. So what I'm saying is, you don't really need to protect the Lumina in that sense, because if you Lumina and another Lightsworn, and you don't do anything with it, like you don't overlay 2 Luminas, or you know what I'm saying, you just keep those 2. They have to get rid of the 2, because what if you have that Celestia in hand, sack a Lightsworn next turn? Like you could go +2 on that, no problem. So it has the same effect like as that Insector play. Yeah, you only have 1 Honest to protect it, but you got to remember Necrogardna is at 3, and I will play 3 Lumina and 3 Necrogardna and 2 Celestia. Yeah. I'm gonna try it. I think Lumina will make the deck a lot stronger. Something it doesn't need, because honestly the deck is pretty strong. It just doesn't see much play because macro, really. And with Sangin to Forbidden, you might see at first a lower number of Dino Rabbit decks.
I hope so. I hate that deck. I wish they would have.
They don't have Sangin anymore to search rabbits, so they can only draw the rabbit. That's the only way of getting rabbit, is drawing it. So that Sangin hit did slow down Dino Rabbit.
They'll find a way.
And the last card is Shen Smoke Signal. I'm okay with this, but again, I'm not sure, because it's going to make them get the Shen faster, right?
And with the warning to 1,
yeah.
How are you going to stop Shen?
Yeah, with warning to 1, you're not going to stop Shen. So
They're playing 4 Rhodas now, is basically what's going to happen. 3 was funny. I mean, just search. But now it's... You have 4 chances of getting
I would be fine if they semi-limited Shen and banned Gateway. I would be fine with that. I think I could deal with that. Just because Gateway, that's all their OTKs. Like, again, after that, they'd just be playing like a Dino Rabbit playstyle where they have the Shen and have a couple back. But with the Gateway gone, that would slow them down quite a lot. That's about it for the ban list, guys. So, comment, rate, subscribe. We're going to have some dual vids up soon of just me playing Blackwings against Sunstrikers, Diva Zombies.
It's March ban list.
March ban list match, so...
3 Kalu. It's pretty funny.
3 Kalu. It's pretty funny. Kalu wins some games in that match, so... Anyways, comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace out, YouTube.
See ya.